cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks because that's all I needed. She want to go on a trip.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield now. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play fake. Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Mayfield's throw finds Callaway complete. Touchdown, Browns! Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. This is why I could never make it as a quarterback at any level, especially the NFL. To have the poise to stay in that pocket, know you're going to take the hit, but still deliver it for a touchdown. Great play.
I have to agree with you on that one. When I see those hits coming, I'm wanting to exit the pocket. I'm getting the heck out of there. Instead, we just saw someone stay in there and make the throw downfield.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. But he hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Herbert. On the right right side. This is Miller. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Herbert now. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They go play action. Mayfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot or running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
A big chunk on the ground there. 27 yards. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield on play action. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Herbert throwing again. And complete, right side to Cook. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mayfield off the play fake. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 2. It's Eckler again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Herbert off of play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Mayfield looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Going deep here for Landry. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Open man here. Schwartz complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now it's Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Herbert going to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. He sets to fire deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They go with Chubb on second down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that